Hey guys, thanks for checking on my video. I just wanted to do a quick intro in relation to the way I am doing the readings at the moment. So this is the traditional Rider-Waite deck, and this is very much an intuitive deck. So I do know all the basic and generic meanings of the cards, and but when I read with the Rider-Waite deck, it's from my intuition. So combinations of cards mean different things from the messages that I get compared to other readers, because no person is the same. Now, in addition to that, I was guided to use the Wisdom Seekers deck, and here you can see the Three of Wands. It's really a lovely deck. Now, I have this deck a couple of months, but I didn't really sit down and regurgitate the book. So I thought that by using the Wisdom Seekers Tarot, and this is the booklet that comes with it, it's quite extensive, and it goes into the numerology, symbolisms, and the architectural types of the cards. So my mind is to use the Wisdom Seekers Tarot as a guided underlying energy, and these cards were developed for cards and techniques for self-discovery and positive change. So through me using these cards as an underlying energy, we can all learn more about the tarot and the major and minor arcana. But David Fontana in the Wisdom Seekers Tarot takes a different perspective, and it is good to read from the book because that's what the book was meant for. And obviously, as time moves on and I meet all the cards in the deck and I get to know the deck more, I will do readings from that deck. However, this is the deck that I am deeply connected with and was guided for many months to go and buy, and I was kind of iffy because I always stick with angel cards, and like the three magic cards that I use as well. So sorry to bore you for 3 minutes, but if you don't like me reading out the meaning of the Wisdom Seekers Tarot from the book, well then you can skip that in the video, but I would really love your feedback on that in the comments. So tell me if you do or you don't like that aspect of the reading, and I will only be doing it for the next few weeks in the weekly generals. So thanks for listening to this, and I hope that clears some things up. Hey Virgo, thanks for checking out the video. I hope you didn't mind the introduction too much. So the card I pulled from the Wisdom Seekers Tarot today for ye as an underlying energy for this week, covering the 18th to the 24th of April 2018, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. It's the Prince of Wands. Now, 333 appeared again on my timer on my video, so that could be significant if you look up 333, the angel meaning of those numbers. So I'm going to read directly from the book, the prince, the archetype of the prince, and what the Prince of Wands is saying today for you. So the prince in some decks is depicted as a knight, is the archetypal hero figure, the symbol of altruism, courage, leadership, selfishness, and loyalty. As such, he is that part of ourselves to which in our most idealistic moments we aspire. However, as each core card is also defined by the suit to which it belongs, each prince has a separate symbolism. Thus, although the Prince of Wands represents the nobility of the hero, and the Prince of Cups donates his creativity, the Prince of Swords reminds us that even the hero has his failings. He can be headstrong, intolerant, and even destructive. In the card, he is undecided as to his actions. The hero's urge for discovery and innovation, as exemplified by the Prince of Pentacles, who juggles the pentacles in the card, can also prompt him to take unnecessary risks. Because of his archetypal symbol, the Prince is a good example of the way in which we can both directly identify with some of the tarot cards and at the same time project something of ourselves onto them. Thus, although we may be convinced that the way in which the cards fall after shuffling is random, we nevertheless find that their appearance has a knack of providing sometimes very soul-searching food for thought. For example, the Prince of Wands may ask if we are giving enough thought to others. So the Princess reminds us that even our best gifts can be destructive if misused and can become lost if neglected. Overall, the Princess represents a mind with all its powers and weaknesses. So that's a very beautiful energy. So this is really asking us, how much are we considering others in our actions and in our feelings, because we do need to have compassion and consideration from others also. So we just moved the Prince of Wands to the side there, and we're picking some cards. We're collecting. Yeah, I definitely feel at the moment that Virgos may be going through something extremely difficult, and you're gathering up things and you want to make sure that you have everything, because I feel like you're leaving, you're leaving something. So we're going to take as many cards as falls out here and comes out. So I definitely feel that there is an energy of a rush energy, and you're trying to gather all the final details of a situation or an event, but I strongly feel there is a kind of a hasty kind of energy around you at the moment, and you're moving. A lot of you are moving right now. Yeah, so at the bottom of the deck here we have the Nine of Swords. So this is the energy that I was feeling. Extremely, like, I don't know, I'm picking and poking at things here, and I want to make sure everything is perfect, and I feel like you have a last minute rush on, possibly before you go on holidays, possibly before you're moving house, things like that. And with the Nine of Swords and the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this is the very hasty movement and your mind all over the place kind of a scenario. So the first card that came out is the Six of sorry, why am I saying the six? Yeah, six. I feel the Five of Swords energy, and this is the moving that I felt a moment ago. Very rush, and obviously this is this may have been a very hasty decision on the back of fiery energy and anxiety around just needing to get away from everything and it all. So the Prince of Wands message was asking us, are we considering others at the moment? But overall, what are we projecting onto others? And it's coming back to us. So if this energy is in you, it's somebody around you, but I do feel like they are reflecting back to you what you actually feel inside. So the next card we have, so there's definitely, I'm in two minds all morning myself, and I felt this energy as more and more as I sat down to prepare for the readings, and I wasn't sure what sign I was going to do first, and Virgo then came. So this is very much the juggling act of, this is where you're moving and you're trying to get everything together. So you're trying to get your schedule together, trying to gather up all your material belongings, make sure you don't leave anything behind, stuff like that. That's what I'm feeling at the moment. And there is a need for more structure around the financial side of this moving, because I don't feel like it's a trip. I feel like you are physically moving in a very hastily manner. And the Ace of Swords. So once you have moved and you're beginning to do the balancing act of bringing things back together again, I feel like then you come into some sort of an opportunity where there is clarity of thought again, which is really good. Now we've gone from the Six of Swords to the Nine of Swords, and now we're back to the Ace of Swords. So somewhere along that line you have felt the Ten of Swords, because you needed to get to the Ten of Swords as well to reach back to the Ace of Swords. So this is really positive in that once you come out of this hasty energy, and I feel like even now it could be going on right now, you're packing up your stuff, you've had enough of the sleepless nights, you've had enough of the person fleeting in and out of your life, causing disruption, causing arguments. You're tired of having to constantly juggle your emotions up against somebody else's, and possibly juggling your finances and resources to maintain somebody else. And now we're coming back to a place where we have clarity, we have the truth of the situation, and there is an opportunity here to gain enlightenment from the situation, because the Ace of Swords is directing away from the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Prince of Wands, the Six of Swords, and I keep saying the Five. So I feel like there is a lot of arguments going on at the moment, and somebody may be trying to stop you from moving forward, but you have clarity of mind here, or you are going to gain that by the end of the week, and you will realize that this was the best way to move forward here, was to get out of Dodge in many ways. There may be some harsh realities and harsh truths that you do have to face at the end of the week. But I just picked up the Wisdom Seekers Tarot there, and what I seen at the bottom of the deck is a beautiful illustration of the Sun card. So this is very possibly you moving on out of extremely fleecy energy, or possibly somebody that's just using you for sex or physical satisfaction, or because of your resources, into a more unified, passionate, more loving situation, which is really, really awesome for you. So if this is you moving out of this toxic situation where it's giving you sleepless nights, it is the best way forward. And going from experience, it's never hard to move on. It's moving on is never ever easy, even if it comes from you, even if your back is to the wall and you've had enough is enough situation. You still have the residual emotion and energies, and that's why the Nine of Swords is the underlying energy here, because it is causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. But you should be proud of yourself that now you've come to a place where you can gain some clarity and move forward. So Virgo, thanks very much for watching the video, and I hope you get some benefit from it. And as I mentioned in the introduction, if you could just let me know in the comments whether or not you like the Wisdom Seekers Tarot, the meaning of that card for the time being read from the book, because I really feel it's very important for me to read the messages that David Fontana wanted people to have the full message of the card, and that's why I am directly reading for the book. And as I mentioned, the Rider-Waite deck and the readings are entirely from my intuition, from my higher self, from my spiritual guides, and they are the messages that come out through these cards. So I hope you have a great week, Virgo, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.